How do we sell Canva templates that make $1,899 per day? And why do most people fail miserably trying to sell them? This proof is from Molly Kaiser, one of the creators in our creator community. Now, in this video, I'm going to share exactly the system that is working right now to turn Canva templates into daily sales, all without needing to sell on Etsy or even having a huge audience. Now, stick with me because I promise you haven't heard it broken down like this before. Now, the problem is that most Canva templates actually fail because even though they are absolutely beautiful, they do not actually solve a problem. The key to selling Canva templates is not a pretty design. Unfortunately, it is actually pain. Buyers are not looking for aesthetics. I mean, of course that might help out a little bit, but what they're really trying to decide if they want to buy is if something is actually going to solve something for them. Is it going to give them results? Is it going to give them relief from something that they're experiencing? If not, then why should they buy it? If your template does not inherently save somebody hours, help them look more professional, or get them closer to the goal that they want, then the truth is it's just going to sit on your hard drive collecting dust. Think about what actually drives you to buy something. Of course, we all buy things that we want from time to time, but majority of our spending goes towards things that we actually need. For example, it is much easier to justify spending, $200 on a new pair of Nikes when your old shoes have holes in the bottoms. So how can you turn your product into a need for people? And it's actually by communicating what it solves for them. That is the key. So if you're not sure what product to create and maybe how it actually solves a problem for other people, start with thinking about a problem that you've solved for yourself. And another way to think about this is maybe a problem that other people often ask you about. For example, maybe people often ask you how you can always afford to travel on a budget. This could be a great way to think about solving a problem for other people. So before you open Canva and start creating templates, I recommend actually going to Google Docs and typing out this question. What is one stressful, time-consuming, or overwhelming thing that I could help my audience shortcut with a template? Start there and only there. Solve something painful and your template will sell itself. Okay, so you might be thinking, yeah, that's great and all, and I feel like my template does actually solve a problem, but I just don't have a big audience to sell to. So how can I actually make sales? Well, hang tight because I will cover that in a second. But first, I just wanted to mention, if you are looking for a little bit more support for creating and selling digital products, including Canva templates, copy scripts, and other done-for-you tools, make sure you check out our new free training linked down in our description box. So the key to actually building traffic to your Canva templates is not Etsy, paid ads, or influencers. You actually just need YouTube. YouTube is actually how we drive thousands of warm leads to our digital products, including Canva templates, all on autopilot. What's great about YouTube is the videos that you post today can keep generating traffic, email signups, or sales months or even years from now. The reason for that is because YouTube is essentially a search engine. If you've ever gone to YouTube and searched something like, how do I ... then you have proven this concept. Unlike other platforms like Instagram or TikTok, where content actually tends to disappear within 48 hours, YouTube is more of a long game that keeps paying off. So how do you actually do this? First, create a YouTube channel that is focused on solving whatever problem that your Canva template also solves. Then you're going to use YouTube to actually build an email list. So how do you do that? First, you're actually going to create a freebie, so something even smaller than your template, maybe a checklist or a quick start guide, and you'll want to mention that within your YouTube video. From there, you'll actually want to use the freebie to then get people to sign up to your email list. Then you're just going to repeat this with each new YouTube video, but what do you do to actually, sell the templates once you have your email list built? So more on that in just a second. What's great is that you don't need to be a huge YouTube star with thousands and thousands of following. You just need helpful videos that actually attract your ideal customer. Then give them a little bit of value and drive them to your freebie. If you can do that consistently, then you can build a system that will grow in your sleep. Now, let's talk about how to actually identify templates that your audience is actually going to buy. Because at the end of the day, if it's not something that they actually want to buy, well, then what's the point? A lot of people will actually build their product first and then hope that somebody buys it. But that's actually backwards. What we recommend doing is to work on building your email list first, Then use that email list to do things like test out product ideas, survey your audience, and validate your idea before you even create anything. So here's how you actually do this with a process called pre-selling. First, you will want to put up a checkout page and tell your customer that your new Canva template that solves XYZ problem will be delivered on XYZ time. Then if you have people actually check out and buy your Canva template that's going to be ready in, let's say, 2 weeks, you know that your product idea is actually good and valid and is going to sell before you actually spend any time trying to build it. And on the flip side, if it doesn't actually sell, then you didn't waste any of your precious time creating a product that frankly nobody wants to buy. You can then rinse and repeat this process to get a better idea of products that people do actually want to buy, survey them, ask them more questions about what would be helpful, and then create products again based on what people are actually buying during your pre-sale. You do not need a huge library of tons and tons of templates. You just need one validated product that solves one real problem. Pre-selling gives you clarity, confidence, and some cash up front. I mean, who doesn't love that? Now, I know this might sound great and all, but how do you actually create a really strong Canva template, especially if you are a little bit crunched on time? And maybe more importantly is how do you continue to do this on repeats so that you make reoccurring sales? Well, stick around because I'm going to talk about that next. So if you want to go from idea to product in the span of just a weekend, this is where you can use AI and Canva to your advantage. Look, I get it. I also do not have tons of free time. I am a mom, soon to be, of 2 under 2. So trust me when I say that I get time is limited. And this is why I strongly recommend leveraging tools that you have at your disposal, such as AI and Canva. So first off, I recommend heading over to ChatGPT. I think ChatGPT is so great for helping you come up with concepts, ideas, and even come up with outlines for whatever your template is going to look like. You can even do things like write copy, generate headlines, outline your offer, and create calls to action. I mean, I will literally go into ChatGPT and type, help me put together a Canva template or ebook, etc. that solves X problem for X customer. And then from there, I will go back and fill it in with my own personal information. Then I will head over to Canva to actually build the template. So I love Canva because it makes everything just so much simpler. There is tons of sort of pre-made graphics or outlines or kind of basic templates that you can then go in and tweak and make a little bit more your own. And what's great about Canva is it can help your product look even more elevated than if you were to just do it in, let's say, like Google Docs or something like that. Once you have it all put together, you can then save it as a PDF, and then you would actually want to upload it to whatever platform you're hosting on, such as system.io. I promise you, if you just take these steps, leverage AI and Canva, you can get your template live within just a couple of days. You don't need to be a pro designer, and you don't need to spend months building the perfect digital product. You just need a clear offer that, again, solves a painful problem, the right tools, and a simple process. And I just gave you all 3. All right, but how do we do this on repeat so that we can actually scale and enjoy life? Well, stay tuned because I'm going to cover that next. But before I finish the video with answering that question, I just wanted to remind you that if you really want to take your digital product business seriously this year and learn more about growing and scaling, you can check out our totally free training linked down in the description box. It has everything from more Canva templates, copy scripts, and other done for you tools. So you'll definitely want to check that out. So what if every video that you created didn't just teach, but actually worked quietly in the background to grow your income? This is where the real power of YouTube actually kicks in. Every YouTube video that you create, that we talked about in, I think, step 2, is a new entry point into your template sales funnel. Your YouTube videos will attract a specific type of viewer that is then going to build trust with them and hopefully send them straight to your freebie. Now, if we multiply this by 10 videos, 50 videos, 100 videos, suddenly you're not just trying to create sales, you're actually building this machine that is going to run for you on autopilot. So here is the exact funnel that we use. You're going to create evergreen videos. This means videos that are always going to be searchable on YouTube, things that people are going to be looking for regardless of the time of year or season of life that they're going through. And remember, your evergreen videos should always be solving a similar problem that your digital product or template also solves. Within your evergreen videos, you're going to mention your freebie, again, your short checklist or quick start guide, etc., to then get people to sign up to your email list. Once you have your email list built, you will then use your email list to pre-sell, do things like validate new ideas, maybe survey, or even create a brief landing page that again pre-sells a product that's going to launch in a couple of weeks. And by the way, once you've already validated some ideas, you can then start using your email list to just promote products that you have already validated and created. Remember to then leverage ChatGPT and Canva to create really awesome products. And then each week, all you really need to do is repeat with new YouTube videos that refeed the funnel. So continue to post weekly or bi-weekly videos that are evergreen, searchable, mention the freebie, etc., and continue to feed into that funnel. This system scales because it doesn't rely on trends or algorithms. It is evergreen. You are consistently creating content that ranks in search, solves real problems, and leads viewers to take action. Each video is going to add fuel to the fire, and because of that, the only variable that you really have to control is your own consistency. So you do not need to be a content creation machine. You just need to commit to 1 to 2 videos per week. Let ChatGPT even help you script your videos, as well as help you build your Canva templates. Once you have your funnel in place, every video that you create is an asset working for you 24/7. And this is how we scaled our main creator in our community, Molly Kaiser, to over $1,800 per day. I mean, who wouldn't love to be making that? It wasn't just one viral video, it was a system of helpful, strategic content that works together like gears in a machine. And here's the secret. It all starts with just one video. All you need to do is start. Most people think that Canva templates are saturated, but the truth is that saturated markets actually just mean opportunity, as long as you know how to stand out. And now that you've watched this video, you do. Whether you're starting from zero or just looking to add a new stream of passive income, this system works. Pick one problem, solve it with a template, validate it with your email list, and then launch it with your YouTube channel. And don't forget, if you want to learn our entire process for selling your own digital products, along with copy scripts, Canva templates, and other done-for-you tools, make sure you check out our new free training linked down in the description box. All right, now that you know how to create Canva templates that actually sell, you might be wondering how to make your first ebook in 24 hours, and even turn that into a recurring revenue system. But how do you do that? Well, it all starts by watching this video here, because when you pair what you just learned in today's video with what's in that video, it is even more powerful. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.